question of the role of business in society. Our group are going to discuss some important aspects of the topic, the main focus being business ethics, corporate social responsibility, and the role of stakeholders in business.
So the main role of business in society is to build and maintain the condition of consumers' well-being while creating wealth. In today's society, businesses are motivated by the objective of maximising their profits, and therefore they tend to sacrifice the need of being ethical. This drive causes greed, and this means that businesses do not act fairly or in the correct way. This means that they do not act in society's interests. Financial prosperity is therefore at the heart of most business objectives, and we think that maybe if they focus more on being ethical, they would conserve and protect the environment, therefore being more sustainable and in this way acting in the public's interest. This means that they'll gain more revenues in the long run and more sustained profits.
A stakeholder can be described as a person or organisation who has an interest in a company. Stakeholders can either influence a company or be influenced by the actions of a company. Examples of stakeholders include consumers, employees, and suppliers. This shows the range of interests a company must consider when operating. The nature of a business decides what interests they look after. Businesses can adapt two perspectives, shareholder and stakeholder. If a company chooses to favour shareholders, they look to maximise profits and increase dividends. An example of this would be Volkswagen, as they showed little care for the environmentalists when they cheated emission tests. This was an effort to boost profits. If their perspectives, however, favour stakeholders, then they work alongside to benefit society. Stakeholders can also be classified in a power interest matrix. This orders stakeholders in relation to interest and power. This visually shows what sort of relationship companies have with their stakeholders.
In a modern society, businesses should behave in a certain responsible way. This is known as being ethical. The first thing that makes an organisation ethical is paying their employees a fair wage. Many companies who behave in an ethical way now pay their employees the living wage. This is £8.45 an hour in the UK. This is more than the minimum wage, which is £5.55 per hour for 18 to 20-year-olds and £7.20 for over 21-year-olds. This is good for individuals, as they will now earn more than the bare minimum to survive. The company is helping them save for the future and afford treats. The fair wage should also exist in countries other than the UK. Multinational organisations now use labour in less developed countries such as Vietnam and China, as it's cheaper. Businesses should pay these workers fairly as well. Unfortunately, this is not always the case. There are reports of Nike paying their employees in Vietnam $38 a month, which is $7 less than the required minimum wage. This sort of behaviour is viewed as unethical, as it does not provide the society with the required money to live properly. Many employees will not be able to feed and dress their families, but have no choice but to continue to work for these companies as there are so few jobs. As well as paying employees less than the minimum wage, Nike have also received bad press for having their employees working in poor conditions. They are forced to work in very warm conditions without breaks. They are forced to work extremely hard, with some reports of employees working more than 200 hours per week. Although this behaviour happens, many consumers are unaware that it goes on and continue to shop in these stores. Until people become aware of the organisation's behaviour, sales will not suffer.
Another topic that we have focused on this semester is corporate social responsibility. This refers to businesses acting in an honest way and taking responsibility for their practices, thus being socially and environmentally responsible. We have focused on this topic due to the number of organisations that have been in the limelight for false advertising. An example that's already been brought up by Emily was Volkswagen, for claiming their cars were environmentally friendly when they weren't, and this has had significant repercussions, as they have received huge financial fines due to their dishonesty. The public and stakeholders are becoming more aware of companies' actions, and therefore CSR is a big issue. It's also crucial to the role of business and society, and large organisations that have powerful entities should therefore produce an overall positive impact on society. They could do this by acting ethically and by continuing to improve the quality of life of their workforce and society at large.